Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We are jump diving into part 17. Okay. So, for real though, last time we were able to go in, we finished, well, for the most part, we finished furnishing the upstairs. Now, there was that spare bedroom that was pink, and we went in and we did all that up like the other two bedrooms. We added some life to the hallway. Um, we added some stuff to outside over here to have fun. Because remember, I had said that for some reason, when I would like auto click the fun for the kids, it just wasn't auto solving. So added more stuff for them to do. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, today we can keep going and get closer to our goal. Dressed with strangers. Interesting. Interesting. I don't see any strangers, but I mean, if you're seeing things, child, please keep them to yourself. All right, now, so of course it's Sunday, so the children don't have school. So I'm just going in while Annabelle is sleeping, and I am making sure that they are happy and healthy and all of the above before we deep dive into painting again, because that is our life lately. So, yeah, I mean, cute little house. It's not my typical style of house, but when I started this challenge, I wanted to do it on the smallest lot possible. I wanted to see how difficult it would be to build a mansion barren on a 20 by 15 lot. There a million and one different ways I could have done this? Absolutely. Why did I go with this style? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, and we're okay with that. We're all right. I mean, it's not the worst looking house. It has a more modern style interior. Don't like the outside, but to be honest, we have come this far with it that way, and we will leave it. Birdo. Sure, if you just want to be friends. I mean, okay. Honestly, I've had my eye on Alberto, and if we had more time and had more patience, we would probably be more adamant about saying hello to Alberto. All right, so I'm gonna get the kids to watch a movie again because they are bored from just talking to each other, which I think is kind of funny, actually, to be honest. And Annabelle is making a dish for the children. What is this? A BLT. I mean, we do have to make sure that they're fed. Now, of course, like a staple of our gameplay is that picture of Annabelle and Marcel. I think we took it on like part one or part two or something, and it has been sitting on the counter since way back when we had the dingy old used countertops from City Living. And you know what? It's fine there. Um, Marcel gave more than what we needed, quite obviously, since we now have three children. But he is also an elder. We realized in the last like part or two that he is now an elder, and I cannot believe how long we have been doing this. I mean, when you think about it, it does make sense. The children are like teenagers essentially. The twins are going to be teenagers in like a hot minute. Crazy. So here is what we are working on. Of course, back to the same grind. We are going down and we are going to start some paintings. I am going to speed through this as much as I can while micro managing the children from in the basement so that I can keep an eye on her painting and making sure that we are still doing what needs to be done. Pretty quiet tonight, honestly. You guys, when I record, it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. My day's already been done, and I'm hopping on here to give you all what is left of my mild sass and frustration. You're welcome. No, for real, you guys, at the end of the day, because like I, for the past 3 years, have been taking care of my grandmother who has dementia. Um, when we first started, my grandmother lived at my mother's house, and I lived in my house. And eventually we just decided to move into mine because although it was smaller, it was a better location. and easier access. It had a paved driveway, among other things. Like, for example, like, I'm Canadian. I live in the Maritimes. Come from Nova Scotia. Okay, hi, A. Um, and we get like adverse weather. Okay, from like snowstorms to these past few years, like hurricanes and everything else. So I have like what we would consider town water, which means we don't need a well for that. It just like circulates through the town. We pay for it, and it just like it's beautiful. Honestly, it is a payment I worship because I don't want to have to worry about it. And it means that when there is no power, there is constantly running water. So was one of the main reasons that we decided to move into my house. Now, that being said, 3 years later, we are still doing it, and the days are a bit harder, and so it is much easier for me to record and then do the voiceovers once everybody is in bed. So yeah, so by the time I get around to doing these voiceovers, I am pretty spent. Like, yeah, I'm spent, guys, but you know what? Make a fresh coffee because I am dedicated, okay? I am dedicated, and I don't know, I'm happy right now doing this, and I feel like building a community using the game that I've been playing since I was a child, um, is, like is kinda special. I mean, I don't know, when I first started playing The Sims, of course, it was The Sims 1. Hello, Marcel. Um, yeah, it was The Sims 1, and then I didn't really, like, understand what I was supposed to be doing with it at the time. Like, at first I thought, like, "Meh, whatever." But, when the second one came out, I was a little bit older, and so I kinda started really playing with it, and, yeah, it kinda became this escape for me playing The Sims. It was my way of being creative and doing stories because I love stories. I'm an avid reader. I used to write these little, like, stories in the back of my scribblers when I would go to school, and, I mean, I'd always throw them out. They weren't for people to read. They were just for me to write. And so, yeah, it was a way for me to do that and see, I guess, and, like, watch my story unfold as I was telling it, I guess. I don't know how I explain what I mean, but yeah, so I don't know, I've been playing this game now, and of course, it just stuck with me. By all means, there was a time in my life where I would go, like, a year without touching this game and then spend 3 weeks just sitting in my own filth, just binge playing, so, yeah, and then when I started taking care of my grandmother, I ended up finding this random video on YouTube. You guys, I never used YouTube, okay? Never. It just wasn't my thing. My friends did. My friend, actually runs her own dance school, and she would watch whatever she wanted on YouTube. And I was like, "Eh, whatever, I have my Netflix." But this one night, I happened to be scrolling on YouTube, and this Sims video popped up, and I was like, "What?" Anyway, dive into the world of the Sims community on YouTube, and I was just awestruck, and I thought, "You know what? I wanna be a part of that community because I feel like I belong there because I've been playing it for so long." And, I'm not the greatest builder and maybe I'm not the greatest player, but I feel like not everyone has to be great to enjoy something. And what you might enjoy might not necessarily be what someone else does. And so I just think it's such a great way to find other people that have found that same escape as you and use that same creative outlet as you. So yeah, that's we're going in pretty deep at 1:20 a.m., guys. Welcome. All right, back to the gameplay. We have the business open. We are running this. In the meantime, we are like quickly going to fill her needs. We are going to give her where's she going? We're gonna stick with the dreamer alignment, I think, this time because I'm not like I don't think it matters at this point. Like we are on the last leg of this bad boy. I don't know why she does this. I don't know why she leaves the house and goes to sit in the park to eat. I mean, do I get the thought of leaving the house? Absolutely. I said this last time. I get it. Sometimes you need to just leave the house. I mean, thank you for bringing back your plate and putting it in the dishwasher. Wow. So we have the business open and she's doing her thing. They are buying up these paintings. Now see this back wall? It's not Oh, Angela Pleasant. Gone and wet herself, honestly. And now she stinks. So, yeah, this back wall is not selling, so, of course, I'm now OCD about paying attention to those things since the last time. So we are just going to move them to a different one to see if they will sell. They're, like, waving to each other like, "Oh my goodness. How embarrassing for you to have wet yourself on the floor." 9,800 simoleons. Wowza. I don't want that bill in the week. I don't want that bill coming in my mail at the end of the week. Absolutely not. Ooh, one of the Price kids. Sydney Price. Oh. Oh, there is no option for the RPO mod for me to be like, "Hey, I have 3 of your father's kids." Oh, he's talking to us. Why is there a romantic option, like a romantic line open? Please put it away. Please put it away. There's like this game sometimes, I don't know. I absolutely have no idea. The children are home. Projects. Okay. Now, for this gameplay, of course, we've sold out. So I'm going to close this, by the way. For this gameplay, we are not concerned with the extra education for our children. So, yes, they do their homework, but we sell their projects for money because 51,000 simoleons is simply not enough. So, yeah, we are going to get them. I'm just like auto solving all of these problems and I'm going up because I want to see to make sure that they're actually getting done. And we're going to sell that other project. Now, last time I had mentioned that when you click on the fun option, so this third one is going to go eat. But yeah, I don't know. When I was clicking like auto solve on the fun, it just wasn't doing anything. And that doesn't make sense to me. Like auto solving, their fun should be so simple. There are 3 computers on the lot, as well as a massive television. There is literally no need for them not to auto solve that problem. Anyway, so I just wanted to make sure that they all did what they were told because sometimes it is glitchy and does not show that they're doing it. Right, and we are back down in the basement. Again, we're going to speed through this at twice the speed to, oop, forgot one. At twice the speed to Alberto. Mm. Anyway, we're speeding it up. Okay, we're speeding it up. Each mental 3. I love that little masterpiece. I love that too. Homework complete. Guys, that's like, woohoo. See? Clicking fun and it's not auto solving. Now, I don't know if it's just a delay or another masterpiece. Annabelle, you're learning very quickly and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am clicking that fun option. Like the littlest thing, but it's so irritating. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous. You guys, I don't know what to do, like what I did with my finger, but my top um joint of my finger, index finger on my left, is like swollen right beneath the joint, just in that one spot. And I'm not entirely sure what I did, but it is swollen, like a ring below the joint. Anyway, back to the gameplay. It is now 4 a.m. and we have skipped the night train to bedtime. So we are going to put this on the wall and keep going because I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And let me tell you that the end of that tunnel is coming so quickly, okay? It is coming so quickly. I I'm gonna put her to bed anyway because frankly, she needs to be able to sleep. We need to reopen this business, okay? What's happening here? What was just done? Did she go have a nap? She just went to have a nap and then now she's back down doing it. Okay, well, you know what, sweetie? We will survive. We are survivors, okay? You keep going. And the kids are back off to school because it's Tuesday, Monday through Friday is the best days of the week for a parent. Well, probably not. But I just remember my mother trying to wake me up in the in the morning. So maybe it wasn't the best day of the week. But I'm gonna keep telling myself that. So we are gonna go ahead and call Alberto. I'm feeling it. And also her social is like pathetic. So we are just gonna go ahead and call him because uh, it's the easiest thing to do. Now we're gonna go in and buy her the sleep replacement because work, 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 girl, till the day is done. And oh, what a lovely woman. She's going to put that in the dishwasher. Now, Levi is way too tense and needs fun. And this guy needs to eat, and this guy needs to eat. So we are going to send everybody to eat and keep going with our painting. I would love new. Eric Mead is too hot for life. He is. No. Oh, no. What? Um, excuse me? No. What is happening? No way. No, 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 no. Let's go plead for him. Please, please. Eric is truly gone after Annabelle's plead. Become a playable ghost or a free roaming ghost? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Uh, I guess a free roaming ghost? Yeah, I guess so. And he'll just be like around, right? Sim will stay in the household or the Sims become. Oh my god. Sorry for your loss. What? Turn off auto switch. Oh yes, okay, I know what that means. What? You guys, this is wild. Wait, so you can't destroy them anymore? You guys, I've never had this happen to me. I don't know how I feel. Okay, back to business. Um, yeah, there's usually like a release spirit to the nether worlds or something, and then you can destroy it so that they just don't come popping up breaking stuff. That option is no longer there, so I don't really know. I guess we're just gonna keep them in our pocket. Wow. I I don't know what to say. The show must go on, I guess. So let's just feed everyone and continue on our merry way. There's a little speed bump for you. You just created a masterpiece. How lovely. Alright, so we are gonna continue on because we do not have time. Where's she going? Investigate the weird light. Oh, good lord, no. No. Oh my absolutely not. Oh, this gameplay has been I don't even know how to describe it. This is the 3rd time that she has been abducted by aliens. 11 years I went never being abducted by aliens, okay? Not a sim, not one. I started this rags to riches challenge 3 times the same sim. Like, what is it about her? Be like a magnet to the like, is uh, uh, um, what? Hmm, oh my goodness. What? That is creepy. Send him home because that is not a ghost. It's not a ghost. That is like real life. Oh, oh, carried away 3 times. This is correct. Yes, it is. She has been carried away 3 times. I want to know why. Nothing gets blood boiling like being poked and prodded. Absolutely, buddy. I'm frustrated just watching it happen. What is happening here? I don't even know what's happening. There is too much going on that I cannot begin to process. Okay. I cannot begin to process what has happened in the past, like, 2 minutes of this gameplay. I I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words, and, like, still the show must go on because this, like, I need to get this done in 20 parts. That's my plan. Well, well, well. Whew. Alright, so we are gonna go in and we are gonna make a fruit salad so that the other children are okay because grieving people sometimes bake, sometimes things are baked for them, and in this case, we are just going to bake, or I guess we're gonna cook? No, it's fruit salad, you guys. Throw some fruits in a bowl. I mean, does Marcel get a notification? Probably, right? He must. My goodness. Unbelievable. Like, I did tell him to go inside, right? To go eat. And being abducted by aliens a third time. I mean, there is no valid explanation for that. All right, so we are going to just keep going, I guess. I mean, there's nothing else to say at this point. We're going back into the Hobbit cave and we are going to do some painting. And while we pretend that she's painting, we are actually going to go in and use this 41,000 simoleons to adjust the house. Now, I'm going in and creating a basement from the kitchen because that is where I want the stairs to go, as I've mentioned from the beginning. What I did not anticipate or think about was that there would be no space to actually make the steps in the shape they needed to be. So here we are trying to place steps in the smallest possible space with no space to place them. You know what would look really nice here? A spiral staircase. I wonder when those are coming. You guys, when they posted about White Lotus, I've never seen White Lotus, but I hear it's about like hotels and resorts and stuff like that. And so maybe, just maybe, you can also get spiral staircases because that would just completely on a whole other level, would complete me on a whole other level. I'll get the words out eventually, guys. Promise. That works. Oh, no. Nope. Sure doesn't. Oh, that'll do. We'll just move the garbage can and remove that weird little block. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you guys a little trick here when you're trying to remove that little spot. Create a room by putting your fence through where the stairs are at. Now here I gotta like jimmy rig by removing the ceiling because it's a basement. Now normally you won't have that if you're doing it like above ground, okay? You're gonna take your fence and drive it straight through the top of those steps and around to create its own room, and then you will remove the steps. You'll remove the floor, sorry, and that should usually do it. Like, in this case, I did have to remove the ceiling, but that is only because they are in the basement. And now I am extending this room because although I don't know what I wanna do with it, I know that we need space to add some expenses. And, like, you guys, I'm wild. I'm just adding this in here. I'm just doing it. No separate room, no extra fluff. We are just going in and adding all of these things, and we are going to use the same. Oh, okay, so this comes see how it's, like, different lighting? It's because it's actually exposed to the exterior by not having a ceiling when I keep going. So, we are going to have to leave it at the size that it was, unless I wanna put the ceiling back, in which case it will look weird by the steps. Hmm. Alright, so we're gonna add some lights and see what it actually looks like. Is it the best thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not my best work, guys. This is not my best work. Also, the pool is, like, glitching, I guess, because I can add this rail, but I can't change the water style, and it won't let me actually move the pool. So, alright. And in this area, we are gonna add, like, a little gym station, and you guys, I always use these get to work TVs next to the treadmill so that they can, like, watch TV and run because you guys, when I go on the treadmill, I take my iPad and I watch or I throw on an audiobook and put my headphones on and I just go, buddy. I just go. So we're gonna add a little like weightlifting situation. And over here, I don't really know what I want to do with this. Normally, I would just put like benches or something like that, but I need to spend some money. So we're gonna go in with this um modular sofa, my favorite style sofa, to be honest. Okay. I wish there was more of these. We're gonna go with a black swatch and we're gonna create this little sitting area down by the pool. Now, this decor comes from like Decor to the Max or yeah, Decor to the Max. And those come from the fitness pack. And I never use them. Never use them, but you know what? Today we are just throwing it in there because why not? Okay? I'm going to add some windows here. I recognize that they do not match the door, and I'm okay with that. Okay? At this point, we're going to chalk it up to trial and error. I have tried the Rags to Riches challenge, and it was an error. I don't enjoy it. To those who do, though, like, awesome. So awesome. Now, I say that, but I think I'm not enjoying it because I'm solely focused on the actual challenge and I'm not doing any gameplay. But if I wanted to do gameplay, I would just do gameplay. So I wanted to test out the challenge strictly. Now, here I'm going in and I'm adding these paintings. They're so cute. Like, the pet pack is actually like so country and so chill. I'm literally just filling up empty spaces in the house now with the rest of the money. Not that we have much left, but we will do what we can with what we have. So I'm just going in I'm trying to find some, like, florals to throw in here. We're gonna use her like, we've used her quite a few times. I feel like she's become a staple of our home, and it's that little, like, ballerina. There we have it. Alright, that's it for today. Until next time. See ya.